There's always a mutual respect between Batman and Superman. While the Man of Steel chooses to use his incredible gifts to make the world a better place in the light, he understands that someone else must exist in the dark and be willing to face the scum that operates in the shadows. The differences in style are why DC so often pairs the two heroes up. There are dozens of comic books, TV shows, and even movies where Batman and Superman team up to tackle the same problem. Oh, Weber! It's not fun if everyone is always on the same page. Conflict has to be part of the equation, and DC can always count on its two biggest heroes to disagree. The power of a potential fight between Batman and Superman is so strong that the DC Extended Universe tosses its Dark Knight into the ring, with Henry Cavill's Kryptonian almost immediately. James Gunn's DC Universe isn't going to take that route, opting to continue Superman's story by having him share the screen again with Lex Luthor in Man of Tomorrow. The Caped Crusader is still going to get caught in the crossfire, though just not in the traditional sense. Batman and Superman will duke it out at the box office in 2027. With all the streaming options and prices for tickets and concessions rising. At theaters, Superman's $600 million box office haul is a massive achievement. The reviews for the film are also nothing to scoff at, with critics and fans alike praising various aspects of the story and performances. Of course, the only voice that really matters in the Superman discussion is Gunn's, as he's calling. The shots at DC Studios alongside Peter Safran. Well, he seems proud of his work. So much so that he's already talking about its sequel, Man of Tomorrow, all over social media. The script for the film is getting the finishing touches, which allows Gunn to set an earlier than expected release date of July 9th, 2027. The 2027 release slate is already stacked with superhero movies. Sony brings Miles Morales' story to end with Spider-Man Beyond the... Meanwhile, Marvel Studios is shooting for the fences with Avengers Secret Wars. However, the hype trains for those movies will have a tough time beating out the Batman Part 2, which will be gracing theaters with its presence on October 1st, 2027. After multiple delays, the anticipation for Matt Reeves' next superhero film has been building for half a decade, but it might lose steam if Man of Tomorrow outperforms it at the box office. Gunn might even consider having Robert Pattinson hang up his cowl to make way for a more flexible take on the character. The DCU's Batman is coming. Whether Matt Reeves is ready or Nazians taking over as the head of DC Studios, Gunn has been nothing but supportive of Reeves and his universe. The filmmaker believes there's a place for different kinds of stories in the DC, but that feeling could disappear if Superman and his friends start to reach new heights. There's sure to be an urge to bring other DC characters into the big screen, fold, such as Jon Stewart and Wonder Woman, who have projects in the works. Batman also has a DCU solo movie coming down the pipeline, but having Reeves' version still around complicates matters. Trying to keep tabs on two different versions of a character is not an easy task. Confusion is sure to start to set in, especially if both franchises attempt to adapt the same villains. The best course of action might be to pit the DCU against whatever Reeves comes up with and see who comes out on top. That way fans can talk with their wallets and make the tough discussions behind the scenes that much easier. Do you think Man of Tomorrow or the Batman Part 2 will make more money at the box office? Would you like to see the DCU have its own Batman? Let us know in the comments below.